Do you, Charles Bach, give your consent to be videotaped and for your videotape to be used for the College of Social Work at the Ohio State University, educational purposes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's get started. So, what brings you in today?
I've recently checked myself into a drug rehab. The reason why I'm here today is because of all the damage that the overall abuse of the narcotics upon which I indulged has done to my family. Um, um, I'm worried, I'm concerned. I need to be able to take care of myself as well as them in regards to the problem that I have. A lot of time has been taken away from them. A lot of money has been taken away from the family.
So it sounds like you're concerned about how you've made your family feel.
You could sit there and say that I would be concerned about that, and I think that I truly am. But I also know that there's a lot of things that drove me away, and I think drove me to the overall use of narcotic. Perhaps being pushed away, perhaps not acquiring or obtaining the correct amount of affection or attention or support that I may have needed. And then on the same token, maybe my spouse disengaged because I wasn't providing these same territories or these same actions to her just as well. How did I deal with it? Start turning to narcotics.
So, how is your relationship with your wife?
At what time?
At this time.
This time is pretty rocky and shaky. I don't know if she wants to hit me with a bat or stick a knife in my heart.
Oh.
That's how it goes. I mean, when you look at in my view, in regards to what I've been able to realize and wake up from, and notice that things are wrong, it's kind of hard. Damage is already done. So right now, what I have to do is try to react and try to salvage what I can of the relationship, salvage my children's relationship with me just as well.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that you realize you've done wrong and you want to change and you want to improve. You want to get those relationships back.
I want to rectify the right, yes. With relationships, I mean, some people will be able to forgive, some people will not. I'm prepared for it, I'm ready. But, you know, if I don't offer forgiveness, it could never be accepted. So my whole part of all the overall rehabbing that I'm going through, all the things that I'm trying to search out to kind of put myself back together in a better place, kind of try to heal myself. I'm doing it for purpose to better not only myself, but to hopefully overcome the issues that I have for the betterment of my family.
It sounds like you're on the right track and you have a goal in mind.
It's a long road. It's taken day by day, sometimes hour by hour. But, you know, what am I looking for? What do I have? I was able enough to acquire a support group. I was able to build relationships that were somewhat prematurely early, or I should say new. Trying to get better relationships started. Different people, not the people whom I associated with at the time of use, if you will. So it's a hard road. I have a hard, long road ahead of me, and I know that if I take no action, if I don't heal myself, I can't be productive or positive in any relationships that I hope.
Yeah. Sounds like you've thought about this a lot.
Not necessarily thought about it, just healing is difficult because when you apologize to people, sometimes you can offer it all you want to, it's not accepted. So it's not necessarily healing for me, it's overcoming the issue and problems that I have at this point in my life and moving forward in a positive manner and remembering where I was and not going there again.
Yeah. So how do you feel about yourself right now?
If you would think about shoving 20 pounds of dookie in 1 pound bag, pretty much how I feel. I feel pretty crappy. The overall issues that came into the family life, that's destroying the family life, could have all been avoided. But what's the root cause of it? Was it the lack of affection, the lack of time, the lack of participation, the lack of support? All these things come into play in regards to why I reached out for something other than support from my family and or the love of my wife.
Sounds like we've got a lot to work on, and I would like to see you next week. Would you like to come in next week?
I have to check my schedule, see if I was available, see what I
Okay.
have in line. But if at all possible, if that's something that I can schedule, I think I'd like that.
Okay. It sounds nice. Well, thank you for coming in today, and thank you for sharing with me.
It's been a pleasure.